Hello guys, and welcome to episode 57 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as Ikit Claw, leading Clan Skryre to world domination. Today we're going to have to deal with Mentash, having previously dealt with Archaon. We managed to take him out, which is nice. We have Tretch and Cheriflesh here ready to go and attack Mentash. Now one thing I do need to decide to do is whether or not to attack the Warhead of Chaos or go for Kappelberg. And honestly, I'm probably going to go for Kappelberg. The garrison actually isn't that big there. Just have to deal with the Hailstorm Rocket Battery and the War Wagons. I can probably get on top of them with my Menace from below. So yeah, I'm going to do that because Pechaven does have the upgraded garrison. So yeah, I think this is okay. Taking out Talabek land should be a priority. Now, apparently, this is not in my favour at all, which is kind of strange. Maybe because I don't have magic. That might be why. But in terms of unit quality, I have way more than they do. So let's jump in, fight this on the battle map. Just got to make sure I get on top of the war wagons and the Hailstorm Rocket Battery. I could potentially deploy back, but I'm not sure they're going to let me do that. Because I'm the aggressor, so I would have to probably move towards them. I can always just put the Skaven slaves in front. Just charge forwards. I might do that. We'll go ahead and put the Skaven slaves on either side. I'm probably going to do the same with the Storm Vermin. And then we'll just walk up into their faces. They do tend to naturally target the Storm Vermin. So I'm going to set this up, and then we're just going to lock them in a control group, move them forwards. Alright, let's get them all into a control group. We'll start the battle, and I can just do this. That'll do. That's actually going to put our units almost perfectly in the trees. Right, as soon as we have the Menace below available, I'm going to put it on the Hailstorm Rocket Battery when they fire. They are still moving all over the place, which is fine. That stops them from firing the Hailstorm Rocket Battery. I think my units are all moving at the same rate as the Plague Claw Catapult. They're not running forwards as fast as they probably could. So I'm going to put these, I think, into a separate group. And I'm going to move these up again. So they move a bit faster. There we go. The infantry is moving faster. But the catapults will still end up in the same place. I'm probably actually going to put the Plague Claw catapults more towards the center of the map to give them cleaner line of sight. So we'll do that. Oh, imagine a Warp Storm Doom rocket on this. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I still haven't fired yet. I'm kind of tempted to just throw this in here. Oh, they're going to do a spell through it? Oh, wow. That friendly fire, though. Amazing. That was pretty sick. Alright, let's keep the Skaven slaves just running forwards. Yeah, this is fine. This is actually going to work out really well. We might just end up crushing them in a big ball. Just keep these all just running forwards. Go, 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 go. I barely have to deal with their artillery. I'm going to have my rat ogres specifically go for the war wagons. Right, let's get involved here. That's not good. That did a lot of damage to us. I'm going to have the halberds just move around the flank. These Ashen Triads, though, can just run straight in. Great. Okay, Plague Claw catapults far away. Straight into the middle of that infantry blob. My Death Runners got on top of them, that's fantastic. Alright. We're going to have this one just charge into the back of the halberds there. This one can come across straight into the Hellstorm Rocket Battery. I'm going to pin these with a unit of Menace below. Put those clan rats on top of them. Cool. Let's just push on in. My assassin's chasing this boy about. That's fine. Cool. Alright, stopping those Plague Claw catapults from firing. At least stopping them from firing at this melee, because they're probably going to do a lot of friendly fire otherwise. Alright, let's just stop them all together. Get another Menace below on top of them. We've almost killed their leader actually, we should continue to try and do that. We've got good flanks onto the halberds. Doing plenty of damage here. I don't want to take too much damage on these because I do want to take out the Warheads of Chaos afterwards as well. Let's just stop these firing. Right, go on, just lob a knife into his back. You can do it.
Yes, it's dead.
Right, there is a unit of crossbows over here. We'll get on top of them. Do the concealment bombs. They might still be able to be seen, but they do run pretty fast. Yeah.
Open veins.
I'm gonna try and take out. Where's that mage? I don't know where he went. Anyway, I'm chasing him down. It's good. Keep going. Kill him off. We caught a lot of them there. Not dying very fast though. Amazing how they can be in the middle of all of these units and not get killed. Anyway, 555 losses for us. Not too bad. Those Death Runners, 214 kills. Really nice. Managed to get on the back of those crossbows and so on. Actually used their ability properly this time. So I think that's the first time I've actually done that. Concealment bombs to get close to the enemy archers, or crossbowmen in this case. Good amount of food, that's nice, and we'll occupy that. Alright, Kappelberg is under our command. Nice. So, Kappelberg land has Krugenheim left. We could maybe go for that whilst they siege Bechirfen. I reckon that's probably what the Warhead's going to do. Although if they do that next turn, I can probably just move Alcest there and then kill them. But one thing I should definitely try and do is get a hero here somewhere. If I can, I don't know where the closest one will be. Probably over at like Altdorf or something. Just gotta find somewhere where we can actually recruit these boys. There must be one up here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Right, over at Hell Pit. Yeah, that will do. Let's grab a sorcerer from here. Confidence, pretty nice. Let's do confident. Okay. And then we can go for Warp Stars, Veil of Shadows. Toxic Rain. Armor of Darkness. Okay, and he's going to head down to this army and we'll just throw him in there instead of some Skaven Slave Spears. Alright, over to Brom. Now Brom was going to head up to the Tower of Crag. That got taken out by Wintertooth. I guess we can just head over here to help out with Chaos a bit more. For now. Or I could jump onto the water to attack the Bay of Blades. Because I do think we need to start going across the water here to engage Bretonnia. Then again, Nagaron's already invading. It looks like Charon's really on their last legs up there. So maybe I just focus on taking all of this stuff. Maybe engaging Wintertooth might be a good idea. We could declare war on Wintertooth. And then go and take like Bearsonling's camp so that we can fend off Chaos if they respawn again. I'm really not sure.
Send slaves.
And taking Bay of Blades and going and getting Saal encampment ASAP would probably be the best way to go about it before I end up declaring war on Wintertooth. I'm surprised Wintertooth is still alive. I guess they are pretty isolated. I think I'm probably going to head towards the Charon settlement. The only reason I don't want to attack Wintertooth right now is because I don't want their units to just come from like Frozen Landing or Bearsonling Camp or Shock Track and Winterpire just come down on top of us whilst I'm not really prepared for it. So we'll go for the Charon settlements first.
Master Engineer.
Right, over to Stretch. I might use him to take Krugenheim. Just so we wipe out Talbot Clan and we don't have to deal with them and their extra armies. We could also leave him here to help with the dwarves. But the dwarves are being attacked quite heavily by Snikch and Clan Eshin. So we could just leave that to Clan Eshin to clean up. And then I can probably jump close to Krugenheim maybe. Never mind, it'd be better to march that way, but I kind of want to see what's there first. Alright, there's not a very big army there. We'll just march over here. That way we get out of the attrition caused by the vampire counts. Alright, over to Akorm Cankard. He is currently building up against Mechanigir. I will continue to do that. If I can grab some units from global recruitment, that's probably a good shout. I don't know what would be worth recruiting for 2 turns though. Maybe we just do like a mass global recruitment of like Skaven Slave Slingers and Skaven Slaves. Like that. Yeah, I might just do that so we have enough to just push them off. Unfortunately, the garrison's pretty small. Okay, over to this guy. We're definitely going to throw the walls in there, of course. And if Krakadrak is empty, we should probably go take that. Can I jump over here? I can. Yeah, we'll go pick that up. Alright, down to Toxicodon. He can take Martek. Lovely. We will occupy that. We need to make sure we put the growth building in there. Then we can come down, hit the Eye of the Panther and Vulture Mountain. So I might want to try and deal with Kofa first. Scribe's quite nice. Does this guy have followers? Yeah. His weapons are terrible. And nothing better I can give him. I mean, should have told us it's okay anyway.
No malice detected.
This one's already got followers as well. Gonna give him the armor though. And might as well give him a Shrieking Blade and maybe some magic resistance. And he leveled up, so we'll do that.
And sorcery.
I think it might be better to just go off to Kofa first before heading down to Eye of the Panther and Vulture Mountain. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Now all of these must be destroyed because of chaos, I presume. Yeah, looks like it. Clan Pestilence is definitely under siege right now. Alright, who's next? Infectique. Right. Corporal's probably going to go take Blacklight Tower back for us. So Infectique could, in theory, come round and attack Serpent Jetty. There is going to be a point at which we're going to want to attack Nagaronda as well, though. Getting quite precarious. I also have these two armies in position. Honestly, we could use Ikit Claw and Ikit Bolt to hit some of these Nagarond forces and then just push north. Like, that might be a good way to do things, because otherwise I'm going to have all of my armies ending up in the south, whilst I still have this all up in the north, and I'm going to have to build new armies in the north to kill these off. Whereas I'm probably just better off doing it while my armies are already here, especially Ikit Claw himself, because he can wipe out the big armies of Nagarond quite easily, especially, you know, Malekith and so on. So I think what I might do is send Infectique up and around over here. Though there is a storm at the moment, so that's not the best idea. Is there any treasure I could pick up? I think so. We could try and jump over here, but yeah, that doesn't look like it's going to work.
Master Engineer.
It might be best to just stay where he is. Yeah, let's just keep him where he is. Okay, so Rememute, I think we're going to have him go take Zvorak out. This fella can grab Sapper. I don't know what's in Zvorak. The garrison's not very big, so that's fine. We'll go destroy that. And the Dwarf Hide Banner. It's pretty useful, actually. It's extra leadership when fighting against dwarves. We are close to the dwarves. I'm going to give that to... Give it to the Helper Abomination. And we do have 6 Menace below. Let's jump on in. This looks 50-50 on the balance power, but no way. We're well in our favour. Especially with that big old hill. Alright, let's gamble for more wins. We'll set up my artillery up here. I'm going to have to set up the warp lightning cannons so they can shoot down if they need to. Okay. These Plague Monk Scent Sparrows, I might actually keep them back for the time being, because there's not really much point in having them forwards at the moment to get hit by the mortars. We got the Doom Wheels. They can stay together. We'll keep these guys behind. Alright, let's start the battle. Actually, let's put the guy forwards like so. Because he's going to give buffs to all of the surrounding units. Alright, so first of all, we're going to probably want to demolish the mortars. And I'm going to want to start to sort out some sort of defense with the Plague Monks and Sparrows. Oh, nice, we are hitting the leader quite well there. I should probably keep shooting him. Good, those can stop and fire at will. Although I probably want to hit like the swordsman. Maybe these swordsmen as well. Alright, start hitting some more of these handgunners. I'm going to have to like charge forwards. Actually, no, we can just get the Doom Wheels to do it. Have these then engage the spearmen and the swordsmen and all that good stuff. Cool. I'm going to have these Warplock Sails kill off the crossbowmen for us. Let's have these just demolish those handgunners. We've almost won already, I think. Okay. That's it. That's victory. Oh, there we go. That was nice and easy. And it said it was 50-50. Plague Monks and Sparrows did get some kills. I thought most of the damage would probably be from those handgunners. It looks like it was. We did also have a bit of attrition already, so got to bear that in mind. Let's loot and occupy, and we'll just repair that. That's fine. Okay, does he have followers? He does not. Let's add some. Probably want to add the ones that give like casualty replenishment rate. That's a good idea. Also, campaign map movement range. You can give him the one with the extra leadership when fighting against men. Is pretty nice. Post-battle chance of stealing a magic item is pretty useful. Let's do that passive ability as well. That's a -8 leadership penalty to enemies around that unit that gets assigned the banner. So that's nice. Alright. For this guy, Charmed Shield might be a good idea for when he gets onto a Screaming Bell. Hand weapon, not really too much. That's great. The Blade of Nurglitch will do. And then physical resistance is okay. Other tricks as shards, pretty good. Do that. Okay, nice.
This rat is no fool.
Do I have any level 7 units? We've got level 7 rattling guns and Warplock Sails, so going to rally and then Warp Smart's probably a decent idea for the extra buffs there. We're not moving Infectique, so that leaves us with agents to move. Skittis can try and wound this guy. That was a success. Immortality for him. We can also put the Warlock Engineer into Ulces's army. We should do that next turn. We also have the Eshin Sorcerer coming down, so I think both of those together would be really nice upgrade. Got Warp Attack. coming down, and Mormor's still having a good look around. Thrin is still moving down as well. Alright, then we're over to Scalpite.
Many kills today.
I could put Scalpite into Tretch's army. Or Mechanic Gear. But it might be better to just assault the units of this army. That was a critical failure. He was wounded in the attempt. 16% chance. And that was a normal failure. Alright. That's everything then. Commandment available over in Nordland. Probably just going to go for the expansionist planning. Then settlement upgrades available at Wolfenberg. Definitely want to throw in the Taskmaster's platform upgrade for Castle von Rauken. We can upgrade Marienberg finally. We are getting some more dudes there to sort out the public order. Once we get that upgraded and we can get this to level 3, that will help us out quite a bit. Could also just throw another one in here for good measure. Might be worth doing that in the short term just to help me get rid of that army. Over at Averheim, things are getting pretty bad on public order as well, so I think I'm just going to throw that in there. It is going to be 2 turns. I could turn off tax for the time being. Imminent rebellion over at the Black Coast as well. Walls are upgrading here already. Oh, this is ridiculous. So many rebellions. We still got the Confederation for 3 more turns as well. Okay. Torquerale can max out its walls. Probably the most important thing that I need to do there. Veron definitely needs to start building walls in the first place. That's pretty important. Okay, over to Hag Hall. Walls, please. Upgrade that building. And at Hell Pit, we already have the depths of the pit. I can either put in the exotic animal pen, will give us extra food generator, which is quite nice. Or I could just go for like arcane generators, which would be pretty good as well. Let's do both. I think I might get rid of this building, although we are recruiting Skaven or Storm Vermin, aren't we? I will have Plague Claw catapults available in 2 turns. That is the building that upgrades to warp lightning cannons, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, we'll get rid of this building. I'm going to keep wanting to build these clan armories so that I can lower the global recruitment time of Storm Vermin. That would be really, really useful. But I'm going to do that in minor settlements as opposed to major settlements. So let's have a look at what else I need to do first. Right, there is the rebellion here. I am kind of hoping that that gets taken care of by the Crooked Moon. Hexoatl, we can put the money into upgrading that. The fact that it gives like 40% to all regions in this province is really nice. It really, really is. Especially when you have docks which generate 300 each. Musalon's going to want to get its walls up ASAP because public order's not too great here, huh? We've also got Castle Artois. It's probably going to have to deal with the rebellion as well. It's, yeah, not looking good over there. Kappelberg can get its walls. Upgrade this. Get the food building in there. Lovely. I'm probably just going to max these out. Because I can. Although Maku Peaks definitely needs that and that upgraded. Okay, we're getting to low on cash now. Aravon needs Taskmaster's platform ASAP. And Grimberg needs walls. Okay, well, there we go. Going to throw in the clan pit here. Unless there's anything else to build. Don't think there is. Great. That is it for our turn. Nothing I can do with the warp fuel. Actually, it might be. Have a quick look. It does only take 3 warp fuel. We could max out the doom wheels.
Rats of war.
I could make warp grinders a bit better. I'm going to do the 13 visions. Just witness me for warp grinders. It gives plus 50% damage resistance and unbreakable constantly when they are above 50% hit points. It just seems really broken. Like, I don't know if I'm reading that right. If that's actually the case, just those units could be absolutely insane. Especially considering you can just like keep using their abilities as well, like the damage over time abilities and so on. A full warp grinder stack would probably do quite a lot of damage and not take much damage. They do have high melee attack as well due to the upgrade. I don't know. Maybe there's like a real crux to them. I guess maybe big units. Eshin's actually going to have to do a runner for now, aren't they? Yeah. Although this might be a good time to think about confederating them. Because they are pretty weak. Follows and Nagash, I think, are still hunting down Chaos. Let's have a look at what the dwarves do. Took out Eshin. Well, they are at war, of course, with the vampire counts. Nice of Crooked to take out a rebellion as well. That's good. Oh, there we go. Yes, Sylvania. Manfred and Hellman. Taking him out. Beautiful. Oh, Tower of Crack went down again. Oh, that's a confederation we didn't want to see. Knights of Otago. Confederated. And straight away, all of those armies are coming right for us. Jokes. Absolute jokes. Alright, Beastman, take out that rebellion for me, thanks. Right, Tretch is coming in as reinforcements. They're going for Cherry of Flesh. What's the map looking like? Alright. Let's fight this in the battle map. I feel like my reinforcements might be coming in like behind them. Because they're attacking me in between my two armies, so... Yeah, I mean it's good if we do, because we'll be right on top of the Hell Cannons. And I don't care about Cherry of Flesh's army at all. It's full of Skaven slaves. It's literally there as a throwaway army. This is what they're there to do. Is just absorb an attack. So it's perfect, really. I'm going to put them in a control group. I'm going to just turn off that. We're actually going to put skirmish on for Massive Skaven Slave Slingers, so they just draw those units all over the place. Maybe don't want to lose my leaders and so on, but I don't think we will. Let's start deployment, start the battle. We'll have these lock control group run forwards and attack. I'm going to move these to the left side. I might be able to have these come forwards as well. Alright. So, all of these units of Skaven slaves need to just move up. But we're going to have these immediately target the Chaos Sorcerer. We're going to have these two units of Gatling guns move to one side and the other. And all of the artillery is going to want to just completely obliterate these Chaos Knights immediately. I'm going to make sure that actually my Warp Lightning Cannons are firing at units they can see. So we'll have to do that. We'll hit the Chaos Spawn there. And then we're going to want to drop some Clan Rats on top of these Hell Cannons. I'm also going to have my Lords go for the Hell Cannons. We've almost taken out their Lord on the Dragon, which is good. Right, I'm going to have Night Runners move forwards. We're going to have Tretch move forwards. Okay. The original army is getting very low right now. Right, let's get on top of the Hell Cannons if we can. Alright, we're definitely going to want to target Chaos Spawn here. Okay, hopefully my Kappelberg Abominations can hold them in position. We'll tell them to go after the Chaos Spawn to kill them off. I don't really care about what's happening to my other army, as long as my heroes aren't dying. We're right on top of the Hell Cannons with them, which is great. Stops them firing. My Sorcerer's kind of in trouble there. We can get those Skaven Slaves to help them out. I've almost won, actually, so that's good. Could probably take out the Chosen with great weapons. My Ashen Sorcerer really is taking quite a beating, isn't he? It's okay. Fighting around those trolls back there. There's a lot of units that are spread out, doing not very much, but it's okay. And they are on top of those units, that's not good. I'd rather have my Warlock Engineer in combat. Great. There we go. That is victory. It might be worth stopping these firing, unless I can hit something further away like those Chaos Warriors. Alright, looks like that's it. Took out the Chosen. And just gotta do as much damage as we can here. Just gonna let the artillery keep firing at that. Looks like the Warblock Giselle is also finishing them off. That is good. Okay, we'll end the battle there. Probably not going to catch up with those trolls. The trolls did survive. Very good battle though. A lot of kills for the Chaos Knights, but that was mostly just Skaven slaves. And my second army just lost a unit of Skaven slave spears, so yeah, that's absolutely fine. We will take the food. I wonder if they have another army. I mean, they're pretty low on balance of power, of course. That might be the lowest it can go. Now, Ostermark does have quite a few settlements, but they haven't really shown anything. Kappelberg has like one settlement, and I'm pretty sure they are more scary. Well, actually, no, they have a couple settlements, don't they? Oh, where the chaos going for Zvorak, poor Crooked Moon. Well, it saves us the trouble. That's funny. Alright, we are under attack here. If I drop a Warpstone Doom Rocket on this, I should be okay. I don't know if I want to, but we'll give it a go. They are likely going to have siege equipment. Probably be best if I sort of pull back as far as I can. Just let them build up in the square in the center. And then drop a Warpstone Doom Rocket behind them. If I try and fight them on the wall, I mean, they're going to break through the gate, they're going to climb up all over the place, and I'm not going to be able to concentrate. So we'll probably just do this. And then have like my ranged units behind. Maybe with the Night Runners on the flanks, just to hold them off if they try to go for me. There's no artillery or anything, so we should be okay. It might be nice to have something on the walls that could hit them, but it's not going to make too much of a difference because there's just so many models. We'd be better off just letting them come. And honestly, I could probably even do this. It might be better. Unless they come down the left side there. I kind of want them to still run in the middle. Okay, they're not really cooperating. That's fine. Get my leader in there as well. Hammer that unit to death. Got some warp lightning on them. Should probably start dropping menace below. Because otherwise I'm not going to have time to get them all in. Okay, they are starting to build up a bit more, which is good. I don't think there's any like valuable units that I specifically have to get. I think one of their units is maybe going round. It's just slingers. Have these target like the clan rats there. Need to make sure actually these are targeting ones that don't have shields. That will help us out a lot. The rest of their units are coming in slowly but surely. Okay, soon getting to a point where I want to Doom Rocket. I have some clan rat spears. Okay. Some clan rats coming in. There's another unit of clan rats there.
What orders? What orders? I'll tail yours. Die things. Horned rats will. Faster, study.
Okay. I don't think I can get greedy with this. Not anymore. Any more greedy than I already have. Although saying that, this game of safe thing is still moving in. I'm still kind of holding. That last unit going to join? Big old doom rocket waiting to happen here.
Yes, yes.
Gonna try and overwhelm this clan rat spear on this side. Alright, I think we're gonna go for it. Hopefully it lands kind of exactly in the middle, I'm hoping. Oh, I was a bit too close to my own dudes. Ooh, that's not good. That's really not good. Alright. Well, I managed to break those guys, that's good. Well, that's closer than it was. If I can just keep on top of these, we might be okay. Especially if I just like spawn in the middle of all these even slave slingers and just hit them with clan rats. And probably do quite a lot of damage. And they all just ball in, so we can drop a warp lightning on them as well.
Magic's ready. What? Shall be done. War blades charged.
Okay, great.
Slake.
And these Skaven slaves have almost used up all their ammunition, which is nice.
Slingers.
Be really good.
Now, ready, now. Channeled and charged.
Guess their assassin's gonna kind of be a pain in my ass.
For the Vermintide. Warlock engineer. Faster, Skryre.
Then again, if I inflict enough armor losses, it might not even matter.
At once, master.
I'm gonna help out my night runners. We'll just dump the last clan rats on that side. If I can make these guys rout, then we're gonna be able to bump things up in the middle a little bit.
Onwards. Warlock engineer.
Thankfully their assassin hasn't really been engaging much because he's been using his ranged abilities.
Advance retreat.
That's really helped us out a lot.
Tails forward.
I could actually target the master assassin. It's probably a good idea. Just start chipping him. Right, we're gonna keep on top of these Skaven slave slingers. Although these I'm probably gonna just have hit the clan rat spears.
Ready.
That's one taken care of. Take care of the next. We're really not doing that much damage, are we?
Yes, superior one.
I can get rid of some of this range damage.
Slingers. Quick.
That's a unit completely gone.
Kill. Warlock Night runners.
Okay, we're gonna have to turn around and hit those clan rat spears.
March, Scuddy, yes. What?
I'm just gonna pull back.
Our tail's yours. Skitter and leap.
Kind of thinking it might be a good idea to get my Skaven slave slingers to engage them in melee whilst these shoot them in the back. Right, we have managed to throw these guys off completely, so that's good. But I do need those to completely rout, more or less. Alright, we're going to drop the Orb Lightning there instead. That should help us out a little bit. Okay, these slingers at range there are doing quite a lot of damage to us. Actually, I should probably engage those so they don't get the flanking bonus on my other units. Unfortunately, I don't think we really have this in the bag. The Warp Stomping Rocket didn't quite land the way I wanted it to. So we're going to lose the settlement regardless. It was worth a try, I think. Right, so yeah, it's almost over for us. That's it, that's the chain route coming through. They're surrounded, so we're going to take a lot of damage.
Yes, yes.
Alright, let's speed things up. It might not be over just yet. I mean, if we're spaced out, it might be okay. If we recover. We do still have some dudes left. But I just have no idea how I'm going to deal with the assassin. Oh, never mind. We lost. Because they captured the center. Oh well. Yeah, they had local superiority there for a little while. Yeah, big shame. Big shame. That's going to be Leonis raised. And there we have it. Right, Toxidin, the lethal. Let's destroy the demon to get the extra public order. That's definitely something. I mean, investigating the box for the plus 50% research rate is really nice, but we're going to destroy it. I think public order is worth more right now. I'm dealing with a lot of rebellions, and the Confederation's still going. That Confederation is a pain in the ass. Another Doomtide as well. Oh, blimey. This is ridiculous. Sterling's about to rebel. We have a bunch of other rebellions on the way as well. Okay. Well, unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. I'm going to leave it here. As always, public order is enemy number 1. Next time around, we'll try and take out Kappelberg land. It's a good start. We can try and hit some of these warheads of chaos. I'm going to have to see what I can do about dealing with these rebellions. But yeah, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.